right. I think once we get Angelia back, we'll be good to go. And once we get Abby to get the screen up, apparently my Webex decided it wanted to update today. So. Oh, we just lost one of them.
Justin's probably exiting to re-enter so that he can see if his audio gets fixed.
Probably.
And my computer is just slow because Webex always makes it slow. So I am pulling up the thing.
That's fine. I legitimately had to get my computer off of my big screen, pull it off, reinsert an internet cable. So I think it's just how first one of the year. It can only get better, I promise.
Did you introduce Bennett?
No, because I had technical issues and we were not visible for like 10 minutes. So I figured we could do that at the start or whenever you wanted to do it.
Hi, Justin. Can you hear us now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Sorry about that, guys.
No, that's okay. I think we might have lost Angelia as well.
Because I know she said something about trying to call from her cell phone, so I'm kind of keeping an eye on the attendees just to be sure, but not seeing her pop up yet. It's like, yeah, she's got like a little yellow hazard by her, but I don't see.
Well,
okay,
totally gone now,
definitely. And Abby, are you sharing the screen yet or no? There we go. Never mind.
I'm back.
Yay.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
You're good to go whenever you're ready. We are going to have Abby share screen. And Webex just seems to be having a fit today. So we might have to just baby it a little bit today.
Okay. Well, I have the script up, so I'll go ahead and start. I would like to call the meeting of the St. Louis County Board of Zoning Adjustment to order. May I please have a roll call?
Miss Bills?
Here.
Mr. Randall?
Here.
Mr. Nutt? Madam Chair, you have two of the members.
Okay, thank you. Okay. The Department of Planning staff members are Abby Freudel and Gretchen Arnold and Bennett and Anderson. Also on the call is John Burford from the County Counselor's Office. First, I'd like to offer into the record the affidavit of publication pertaining to today's meeting, January 8th, 2025. The board hereby takes official notice of and admits into evidence on the record the St. Louis County Zoning Ordinance, Chapter 1003, St. Louis County Revised Ordinance 1974 as amended, and Chapter 1004, St. Louis County Revised Ordinance 1974 as amended. Next, I'd like to call for a motion to approve the minutes of the previous BZA meeting of December 4th, 2024.
I move to approve the minutes.
Okay. Is there a second? I second it. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, the motion passes. This meeting is conducted as a teleconference and is recorded. The planning staff will read each request into the record and present technical advice to the board if needed. The petitioner will be unmuted, state his or her name, and make a brief presentation to the board explaining the reason and hardship for the requested variance. The board will not consider financial hardships. Board members may ask questions to clarify the facts. When the board is satisfied with the material presented, the chairperson will then ask if there is anyone in favor or opposition to the request. To respond, click the hand next to your name. If any comments were submitted, staff will read them into the record. Before a call for the vote, the petitioner may request a continuance in order to present additional documentation. The board may also request a continuance to gather additional information or for a visit to the site. Once comments have been heard, the chairperson will call for a vote at that time. At that time, the discussion has ended. No further discussion is permitted. The board will generally make a decision today. In the case where only 2 board members are present, like today, and the vote is split 1-1, the request will be continued to the next regularly scheduled meeting when all 3 members are present. If a variance is approved, the petitioner has 6 months to obtain the necessary permits or establish the use requested, or the variance will expire. The petitioner or any interested party has the right of appeal to the St. Louis County Circuit Court. Paperwork indicating the board's decision will be mailed to the petitioner after the hearing.
All right, the first petition we have for you today is 01-25. Sala Kairos is a request for an exception to the front yard regulations for the purpose of constructing a retaining wall at 824 Circle Trail Road, maintaining a front yard of 7 feet in lieu of 50 feet as required by the NU non-urban district regulations of the St. Louis County Zoning Ordinance. Mr. Kairos, I'm going to request for you to unmute. Please just state your name for the record and then proceed with your case.
This is Salah Ruz. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
So yeah, so I'm here to request this variance to the front setback. As just a quick history, I was also in attendance about a year ago, February 2024, to request the same setback for the construction of the house you see there, the residential build that we are in the process of requesting. At the time, you guys graciously granted us that 7.5, or I think 7 feet setback from the right of way, which is 25 feet here. I think at the time we also discovered that this road in front of the house was in our land. So we got that variance at the time, and now I'm in front of you to request the same variance for that retaining wall you see on the right side of the house, on the right side of your screen. It's that L-shaped retaining wall. There's a drop off of 10 feet because the basement is a 10-feet basement on this side. And obviously the purpose of that retaining wall is to retain that earth, you know, in front of the house on that side and to the side of the house.
Okay.
It is pretty much exactly the same 7 feet, like the closest dimension there, the closest to the corner of that that wall.
Okay.
As compared to the house.
Okay. Justin, do you have any questions?
No, I don't think I do at this time.
Okay. Is there anyone here in favor or opposition?
I don't see any hands, so at this time I'm going to mute the petitioner so the board can take a vote. This is 01-25.
Okay. In the matter of 01-25, I vote to approve the variance as advertised, and the hardship being the need to increase safety.
I'll second the motion.
Okay. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
The motion passes.
Alrighty, moving on to 02-25. I will read it into the record. I don't see anybody here for that petition at this time. So then once I read it into the record, the board can choose to move it to the end of their slate if they so choose. So 02-25, Eric McCall is a request for an exception to the front yard regulations for the purpose of replacing a deck and stairs at 594 Woodland Crossing, maintaining a front yard of 13 feet in lieu of 20 feet as required by the R4 Residence District regulations of the St. Louis County Zoning Ordinance. And as I said, we do not have anybody on the call right this second for this petition. So if the board would like to move it, we will need a first, second, and a vote.
In the matter of 02-25, I make a motion to revise the agenda to place this at the end of the agenda.
Okay. I second it. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, the motion passes.
Thank you.
Mhm.
All right, so then we will move on to 03-25. It is Alex Pazawick. This is a request for an exception to allow the construction of a 26-foot by 40-foot detached garage and maintain the existing buildings with an overall 1,184 square feet of aggregate detached structure, which is more than half the footprint of the primary residence at 5011 Milburn Road, as required by Section 4 of the R3 Residence District's regulations of the St. Louis County Zoning Ordinance. Danny, I'm going to request for you to unmute. Again, just please state the names of all who are on the phone on your end and then proceed with your petition.
Yes, I am Danny Rodriguez, and I am here with Omar Benitez.
Okay.
Yeah, can you hear us?
Yes, are there any others?
Sorry. So we're here as well to ask for you approval. So this garage, it was an existing garage originally. It was a garage of the size 20 I'm sorry. It was originally 20 by 31.6, okay, but it was just a single door garage because of the way it was built. Okay, so our customer just he has multiple cars, okay, he works on classic cars as well, so he would like to expand that and make it a double car garage. Okay, on top of that, he does have the long driveway. He has enough space for us to build it properly according to the setback of the property line and everything. So that they're the only thing that he's looking for is then he can put all his cars in there. So that's really his main. He got the lot size, okay. He had it originally, like I said, 20 by 31.6, and he's just extending 4 feet to the side and 9 feet to the back. Okay. That there it is a mobile chicken pot and wire mesh just around that's to be removed. Okay. And that was already there existing. He just resided that shed.
Okay. Okay, so you're saying that the shed and the chicken coop is going to be removed?
The chicken coop and the chicken wire and all that, yes, it is to be removed. The shed, that's where he keeps all his lawnmowers and like the yard tools and everything, and he does need that shed to be there.
The shed, Angelia, is also, so we, in the advertisement, we combined the square footage of the shed and the proposed detached garage, which is where we're getting that 1,184 square feet.
And
So
at one-
that was combined.
this is Danny Rodriguez. At one point, we are doing too. The customer want to make addition to the house too. So we are working on the permit for that too. So we go to extend the house and make the house bigger.
Hmm. How is the lot coverage?
So, per the site plan that they submitted to the Department of Planning and the Department of Transportation Public Works, the chicken coop and that fence have to be removed. So because they're removing it, they're fine for lot coverage. If the chicken coop and stuff were to stay, which they're not intending to do so, then we would have added a lot coverage. But as far as just the detached garage, that barn shed that you see in this photo, and the detached garage that they're proposing, they are fine on lot coverage.
Okay. And so could you restate your hardship?
Yeah, the hardship is basically, so the customer got multiple cars. He's adding, one more, he's, having his first baby. So he's looking forward to have a minivan, and he's trying to avoid, all damages because he got, classical cars too that he repaired himself. So those are like his most reasons why he would like to have all this space on his garage. Okay, so he can storage in there.
Okay, so is he repairing these cars for a business, or he repairing other people's cars?
That's his hobby. He's been a Ford certified mechanic in the past. Okay, so he just developed that love for cars. So he got a classic Mustang. He repaired and restored himself. He got a brand new truck too. Okay, so he's really worried about like not having enough storage in there to put all these cars, including he's looking now to have a minivan. Like I say, his first baby is due in 6 months. So that's like his main things.
And I think he signed a notarized.
Oh yeah, that we
He's
did
a
the notarized paper where he's not intending to use this garage or
As a
any
business.
as a business or any type of form like that.
Can I ask just real quickly, and this is kind of how big of a expansion of the existing single family home is being proposed?
Okay, the proposing that we are having in mind is extending it 15 feet deep by about 30 to 35 wide. That we're still debating with the architect, okay, because we know what we have been dealing with this request for the garage. So we want to make sure that whatever we propose, it is gonna be under your regulations.
Okay.
Staff, do you know, I mean, that's a pretty substantial building addition for a home. Would that change the need for this variance? Because the variance right now, it's just for the oversized garage, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's for the request before this board today is for the oversized garage, but also maintaining that barn shed. So their aggregate total square footage is more than 1,000 square feet, and definitely bigger than
Yes.
home. Um,
I don't think we could comment on whether the home expansion would negate the variance without actually having a plan showing a specific proposed
And
amendment. I
think
mean,
that
I suppose it might be possible though, Justin.
Yeah, well, and that's kind of what I'm getting to here. I'm you know, I don't know the hardship at this time. And it may just be beneficial for the applicant to know or to at least provide some additional information on that, because it may not trigger this variance. I don't know. But anyway, sorry, that probably was outside the lines of what we're looking at. So I don't have any further questions at this time.
Thank you. Is there anyone here in favor or opposition?
So I do know that there is a neighbor on the other end, so I am going to mute the petitioner just so we can check with the neighbor and see if they have anything. If not, we can go from there. So at this time, I'm going to mute the petitioner. Mark, I'm going to request for you to unmute. Please just state your name for the record.
Okay, Mark
Mark.
Levy.
And then did you have anything you wanted to add, Mark?
No, I don't have anything to add. I guess as far as I didn't see any of the plans, so how close is the structure to the property line? Because from looking at that picture right there, at the bottom of that picture is the property line, that fence. If you went back, that white truck and that fence is my property line.
Mhm.
So that is the property line for 5005 Milburn.
Okay. Sir, are you in favor or opposition?
No, I'm in favor.
Okay.
He can build it. He's a good guy.
Okay. Okay, is there anyone else here in favor or opposition?
I don't see anybody, so I will mute the neighbor. But you know, setbacks are not in question for this, Mr. Living. So the Department of Transportation Public Works, in their review of the permit, have determined that it's within the proper setbacks.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Okay.
That was the only one we had.
Okay, I'm ready to vote.
Okay, this is 03-25.
Okay, in the matter of 03-25, I vote to deny the variance. I don't believe that there is a sufficient hardship.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, all those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, the motion is denied. Did I say that right, John?
Yeah,
But-
you
Oh,
actually
Motion
approved
passed.
the motion to deny, so that your motion would be granted and the variance would be denied.
Okay, so the motion is approved to deny the variance. Thank
Correct.
you.
You're welcome.
I thought that sounded weird coming out.
Alrighty, moving on to 04-25. Amanda Campis is a request for an exception to the front and side yard regulations for the purpose of constructing a room addition at 1216 Watchell Avenue, maintaining a front yard of 4 feet in lieu of 20 feet and a side yard of 3 feet in lieu of 5 feet as required by the R5 Residence District regulations of the St. Louis County Zoning Ordinance. And then Trevor, I'm going to request for you to unmute. Please just state your name for the record and then you can proceed with your case.
Yes, I am Trevor Bolin on behalf of Amanda Campisi. With our project, the front of the building is essentially right up against the setback and is at an elevation of roughly 5 foot above the ground. So in order to exit the front of the building safely, we would need a porch or something else to exit out onto and then go down a set of stairs. This is also matching what the porch that is there currently, and we're just proposing to essentially rebuild what was there that has been deteriorating.
Okay.
Trevor, I'm assuming, and I'm seeing some pictures now, but generally speaking, you're not extending any further out from the existing porch line?
Correct.
Oh, go
Go
ahead.
ahead, sorry. Yeah, it's essentially going to be the same footprint. We're planning on reusing the existing footings, and then doing a stairwell roughly in the same area coming down. I think we're going to redo the concrete in that area as well. But nothing is really going to change outside of what you see there.
And it appears from the photographs that staff's showing right now that these homes along this street all have a similar setback. Is that correct?
Yes. We've talked with several of the neighbors who said that they've had to apply for a variance in the past to have theirs redone.
Perfect. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are there any other questions?
I have none. Sorry.
That's okay. Is there anyone here in favor or opposition?
I don't see any hands, so at this time I'm going to mute the petitioner's representative so the board can take a vote. This is 04-25.
In the matter of 04-25, based on the existing conditions, I make a motion to approve the variance as requested and published.
Okay, I second it. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, the motion passes.
And then we did not still have anybody from 02-25, Eric McCall. John, tell me if I'm wrong on this, but do you want me to read it again and then they have to vote to take an action on it, or can they just take an action on it since they moved it to the end of their agenda?
I think just to be safe, read it in again, if you wouldn't
Okay.
mind. Thank you.
Okay. Yep.
Mhm.
02-25, Eric McCall is a request for an exception to the front yard regulations for the purpose of replacing a deck and stairs at 594 Woodland Crossing, maintaining a front yard of 13 feet in lieu of 20 feet as required by the R4 Residence District regulations of the St. Louis County Zoning Ordinance. And we do not have any petitioner or representative on the call.
I'll make a motion. Oh, sorry. I'll make a motion on 02-25 to continue to the next available agenda.
I second it. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
The motion passes.
Alrighty. And so then for your good of the order, the first item is your revised Board of Zoning Adjustment 2025 regular meeting schedule. In December, I sent you guys the wrong one. So that was my bad. So we will need you guys to take a vote on this simply because we also did a vote back in December. This is your finalized one as of right now, unless the board ever so chooses or staff finds the need to, change any of your dates. We would alert you guys to those changes.
Okay. I move to accept the schedule as presented.
Second that motion.
Okay. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay. The schedule, the motion passes.
Alrighty. And then all with me today, this is Bennett Anderson.
Hello.
So he is our new planning technician here with the Department of Planning.
Welcome.
So he will, you guys will start to get to know Bennett a little bit more as he will be working with the Board of Zoning Adjustment and getting your meetings all going and all that. So you'll start to see him more as we train him up and get him ready to go.
Wonderful. I thought that was a new name on that script. Welcome, Bennett.
Yeah, welcome, Bennett.
Yes, we look forward to working with you.
Thanks for having me.
Okay.
All right. I'll move to adjourn the Board of Zoning Adjustment.
So whenever you're ready, we just need a motion to adjourn and then a vote.
All right. I'll move to adjourn the January 8th Board of Zoning Adjustment meeting.
I second it. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
The motion passes. See you guys in 2 weeks.
No. Month.
A month.
Right?
We're
A
back
month.
to months now.
Oh, yeah, 3. Well, I guess 3 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 weeks. Okay.
All right.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.